Oh, wait, hold on. Can anybody do a backup recording? I don't know. Mary can't because she's co-host.
I can, Jen.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm going to call the meeting to order again. All right, calling the meeting to order of the Lunenburg Conservation Commission for October 15th, 2025 at 7:03 p.m. In accordance with the requirements of open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being audio-video recorded. The agenda lists all topics which may be discussed at the meeting and are those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes may be taken from these discussions. Not all items may be discussed, and other items may be raised to the extent permitted by open meeting law. Please be advised that the town of Lunenburg utilizes Zoom platform as its host for hybrid and remote meetings, that the Zoom platform utilizes AI technology known as AI Companion to create audio transcripts of meetings to aid in the subsequent preparation of meeting minutes, and that the AI Companion is activated immediately upon launching the Zoom application. You are hereby notified that this AI technology may capture audio prior to the start of the meeting and or following the conclusion of the meeting. Okay, I'm gonna do a roll call. Mary Wilson,
Here.
Richard Bursch,
Present.
Mike LaRouche,
Here.
Chris St. Germain,
Here.
and I am present. And then we do not have Andrea Burnap or Teddy Doucette tonight. Okay, public comment. Comments are going to be limited to 3 minutes and on a subject matter under the direct jurisdiction of the commission. Comments about current agenda items are to be made during the comment period of the specific agenda item. Please address all comments to the chair. Do we have any public comment? I'm gonna guess looking at the attendance list, we probably don't. Minutes of previous meetings, I have only looked at 10-1 fully. Does anybody else looked at that one?
I
We have a lot of
did,
minutes.
I did review 10-1. I have no problems with it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't have any problems with 10-1 either.
I would make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, roll call vote. Mary Wilson,
Aye.
Richard Bursch,
Aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
and I for myself. We'll get through the other ones at the next meeting. Okay, new public hearings. Pursuant to MGL Chapter 131, Section 40, as amended in the Town of Lunenburg Wetlands Protection and Municipal Bylaws, a public hearing on a notice of intent by Stephen Raboyne for construction of a replacement septic system. Do we have the applicant or their agent on the call? I see Ryan. Oh, I think you're muted.
Doesn't show that he's muted,
I know, but
Madam Chair, but we certainly don't hear anything.
How about that?
Good.
much better.
Yeah,
Okay.
excellent. Ryan Proctor, Dillison Roy here representing the applicant.
Okay. Oh, let me make it so that everybody can share. There we go.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, great. Thank you for your time tonight. What we have before you tonight is a notice of intent for a relatively straightforward project. We are proposing to replace a failed septic system at 23 Tilton Avenue in Lunenburg. Yeah, Tilton Ave. Yep. The replacement septic system I've shown here in red. We are actually outside of the 100-foot buffer zone, which is this outer orange line here. However, Pearl Hill Brook runs along the westerly side of the property, so there is a 100-foot and 200-foot riverfront offset associated with that brook, and we are in between the 100-foot and 200-foot offsets. So as I mentioned, we're replacing the existing system. We will pump and crush and fill the existing tank, and the proposed system will be located in the backyard behind the existing house. Because of the estimated seasonal high groundwater that we experienced during testing, it's relatively low, so the entire new system will be completely underground. So there will not be a mounded system. We are not bringing in fill for this system. And the overall topography of the back property will not change as a result of this project. We are proposing to install erosion control barrier, which is this darker bold dash line here, downgrading of the work area. For this project, we are proposing wattles only for two reasons. One, it's relatively flat where the system is going. I acknowledge it gets a little steeper as you go down towards the brook. But secondly, a project of this nature is relatively quick, where the install and backfill happens in about a week with inspections and everything. So we won't have extended periods of time where there's exposed earth. So we went with the wattles only in this case. I understand there was a site walk on Saturday, and there was a comment relative to showing a stockpile area location. So we have shown that between the new system location and the house. Any excess material will be trucked off site during the installation process. And then earlier this morning, we did receive a file number from Mass DEP. For the record, that's 208-1361. And there were no comments issued from DEP with that file number. So I think that's it. I'll leave it there. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to take them.
Thanks so much, Ryan. Do we have any questions from members of the commission? Mary?
Hi, Madam Chair. Thank you. Where's the current septic field?
It's approximately, it's in the backyard also. It's approximately where this proposed D-box call out is on this lower side here.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Richard? You're saying something, you're muted.
Sorry about that. It
No
looked
worries.
the overheads that there are no trees in the construction zone. Is that correct? I was not able to go on a site walk.
Yes, we are not proposing any tree removal for this project.
There was
Good.
only one tree in the whole yard and it was pretty to the side.
Yep, yeah, there was one off to the side there. Yeah, I did see. No, my other question was where was the existing system and what was happening to that? So no further questions. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Thank you.
Richard? Okay, do we have any other questions from members of the public? Does not appear that we do. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the project as presented.
Second.
Thank you. Okay, that is Richard with the motion and Mary with the second. Roll call vote, Mary Wilson,
Aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
Richard Bursch,
Aye.
and I for myself. Okay,
Great. Thank you
That
very much. I
project is
appreciate your
approved.
time.
Just one
Thanks,
quick
have a good
comment, Ryan. Did you upload the updated plan with the stockpile area?
They did.
I will verify. Jack was working on that plan, but if it's not, I will make sure that it is.
It's there.
Okay.
I saw it get uploaded yesterday.
Excellent. Thank you,
So
Jenny.
thanks so much, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
You
good
too.
night. Okay. Up next, we have a continued public hearing pursuant to MGL Chapter 131, Section 40, as amended in the Town of Lunenburg Wetlands Protection and Municipal Bylaws, a public hearing on a notice of intent by the Town of Lunenburg, DPW, for the replacement of the deteriorated culvert at the Northfield crossing over Mulpus Brook. Do we have the applicant? I wasn't told that they were going to. I wasn't. Let me just check on the continuation. I don't recall getting a note that they asked to continue. Let me see if they put any notes in OpenGov.
Madam Chair, do you mean that you didn't see a note that they weren't going to be here tonight and would want to continue to
Right.
another date?
Yes. So I just want to see if there is anything in OpenGov. Maybe they put in a note. I know we had asked them to provide a letter to us. Ding. anything new from them. Oh, you know what? I guess that he did write on September 29th. We would like a continuance until further notice. They did not give a date that they would like to come back, so in my opinion, and I'm open to other, comments, that would be a permit, that would be them requesting a continuation until they've come back to us. So, would we, yeah,
It's consistent with my interpretation, Madam Chair.
okay. So do I have a motion to continue until our next meeting, which is November 5th? Let me just look at that again, November 5th, 2025.
So moved.
Was that,
Second.
was that Chris?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Chris with the motion, Mary with the second. Roll call vote, Mary Wilson,
Aye.
Richard Bursch. You're muted.
Sorry about that. Aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
and I for myself. Continue to 10, no, 11:05. Okay. Up next, we have administrative determinations. We have 135 Flynn Road, requested replace deteriorating dock using the same footprint. Do we have the applicant on the call?
Yes, you do.
Hi, okay,
Hi.
that's Louise and John, right?
Correct.
Can you say your name and your address for the record?
Louise and John Tater, 135 Flynn Road.
Perfect, thank you. And I did see that your contractor said that they were going to keep the tubes in place?
Correct?
Yes. Okay, so
Yes, that was good.
was anybody not here for this one? I'll go over this one again. This is, I can show pictures if we'd like. They are replacing a deck. They're keeping it in the same footprint. We had just wanted to verify if they were going to need to be excavating. We did verify that they would not need to excavate. And so we had asked them to come back. If they were going to have to excavate, they would file an RDA. They don't have to excavate, so it can stay as an administrative determination. Does anyone want any more info on that, or does that?
Did you I have a question. Did you receive the site plan that showed the erosion barriers?
Oh, yep, let's
Okay,
see.
because that was the other request that you had.
That's right. Let me pull that up.
Yep.
I believe it was, let me see if I can share this.
Yep. that's
So this one, there is
Yes.
a call out right here. That shows elevation, and then this is,
You see where the arrow ends?
yeah, right here.
Yep. You
And
go
then-
up. I can't see it that small.
Yeah, let me try to,
So you go up like northeast and around.
right here.
Yeah, and around the building. And attaches to around the trees to the side of the deck.
Okay. Okay, do we have any questions from members of the commission?
None for me, Madam Chair.
And do we have any questions from members of the public? I'm thinking, no. Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'd make a motion to approve the agent's determination with the caveat that prior to the start of work, the agent go out to the site and ensure that the erosion protection is in place properly.
Okay,
So moved.
so, wait, you have the second.
Oh, yeah,
So, yeah.
second.
Rich with the motion and Mary with the second. And roll call vote, Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris Saint Germain,
Aye.
Richard Birsch.
Back on
You
mute.
were unmuted and then you muted yourself.
Yeah, I'm just pushing the button. Aye.
And I for myself. Okay,
Okay.
so,
Oh, Jen, Madam
we-
Chair,
yes.
you didn't call on me. I would vote aye as well.
Oh, sorry. Where's your name? Mary Wilson. Aye, you got it. I heard an aye from you.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so motion approved, with the condition that that our agent go on site just to check the erosion controls before the start of work. And
Would I
I-
notify conservation to get the appointment with her to come out, or would I just,
So get the erosion controls in place,
Yep.
and then let her know that you're ready and she'll come out
Okay.
and check them.
okay,
Okay?
very good. Thank you very
Thank
much for your
you.
help.
Thank you so much, and thanks for coming back and bearing with us through all of this.
No problem, no problem. Thank you again.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. We do not have any extension request permits, certificates of compliance, 155 Reservoir Road. We heard them at the last meeting. They did not have their as-built uploaded. We were able to get the as-built from the Board of Health. And I will pop that up on the screen now. 1 second. Lynn said she might be able to join us tonight. She might be a little bit late. So she may pop on at some point. Although we're moving right along. So attachments. Share my screen. So this is the as-built from. The date on this. Where's my, I gotta move this around. This is in the way. August 4th, 2017. Does that sound right?
Madam Chair, the
Yes.
original was stamped on 2015, 11,
Yeah,
2015, so.
yeah. And then this is, yeah, as-built 2017.
There is a rotate button if you want to use it. It's right. In the
Yeah, wait, where?
right in the center of your screen, right in the center.
Oh, you know what? This is, I have a thing in front of it. I'm like, isn't it usually set up? What is that? Okay, there we go. I had it was trying to change my audio settings, like button there. You would never know I work in IT. Okay, yeah, so does this state? I just want to look at this again really quick. Okay, yep, that is correct. We're just way past. Right, okay. Because the order of conditions is from 11/2015. And that was from 11/12/2015 originally, and then it changed. Okay, do we have any questions from members of the commission?
Madam Chair, I was just
Yes.
reviewing it on the portal and it says they're asking for a partial certificate of compliance.
I think it's weird. I noticed that, and I think that Herlin had given them a partial because they didn't have the as-built. They're definitely looking for a full certificate of compliance. Let me see. Let me share my screen again and just make sure I'm looking at what you're looking at.
But it says that it's built now, so that's changed.
Yes,
Okay.
is what I'm thinking. Let me just make sure I'm on the same page.
Yeah, so it
As
looks like as
Richard.
I read down that this is a partial request for 155. There still needs to be, so there's still an open order for lot 6, which is 105 Reservoir.
For 105?
That's what I'm reading.
So this house, where are you seeing that? When you say partial, is,
Click on details to the left of workflow.
oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So just for, now how does that work? Because this is its own property at this point. Right, so they're
this was
only asking
probably
for,
one application for the 6 houses that were built in that one lot.
yeah,
So they're asking for a partial from the original order of conditions. So there's still an
Okay.
open order on lot 6, it sounds like, which is 105 Reservoir.
okay.
So are they asking to exclude that one or only that one? I'm not sure what we're doing here.
So they're only asking to be released from the order of conditions on lot 155. So
Yes,
I would make a motion that we approve a partial certificate of compliance for only lot 155 Reservoir Road under the original order 208-1080.
I'll second that.
good catch, Rich, thank you. Okay, roll call vote. That was Rich with the motion and Chris with the second. Roll call vote, Mary Wilson,
Aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
Richard Bursch,
Aye.
and an I for myself. Okay, so partial certificate of compliance for 155 Reservoir Road. On to enforcement. So we do have some updates. 10 Mass Ave, the certified mail was returned, so they are looking to get that figured out. 1168 Mass Ave rear, the,
Madam Chair, if I may.
yes, Yep.
At 10 Mass Ave, at one point in time, they said they had retained Dillis and Roy, and Dillis and Roy had confirmed that they had been retained. But that, that goes back probably,
That's right.
yeah, to the spring, maybe like May or something. It's maybe at least worth contacting Dillis and Roy to see if they're still working with them.
Yep, absolutely, good idea. Okay, 1168 Mass Ave rear, that one was actually returned because it was sent to a wrong address that was on file. There's somebody else's address in there. I think it was like in Florida. So they are handling that one in the office. 48 Meadow Lane, they are talking to the property owners now. 1147 Mass Ave, certified mail was returned. I have to check on that one. Because that's the first I've heard of that one. I've been talking to the office about other ones, but just because I'm pretty sure the property owners are living in that house, so it'd be weird that it was, unless they refused it. 314 Highland Street, violation fine is going to be mailed on that one. And then 199 Mass Ave, they did file an NOI. So the office is starting to add back the ones that we have updates on at this point. Does anyone have anything else they wanna add, or is there anything that we're missing on violations? Okay. New business. Oh, we don't have any emergency certifications. New business, topics unknown. Don't have any of those.
Madam
Oh,
Chair, Bob Pease, as you know, is in the hospital right now, and he has been coordinating a lot of the trail work for us. He asked that we consider adding $2,000 to the Mackey PO.
Yep.
That's the Mackey PO that's funded through the Timber Rights Fund.
yes. Yep, so I had that under conservation budget in my notes,
Oh, okay.
but yes, I mean, we can talk about it now, because that's actually, well, after the forest cutting plan, I have a lot of questions about. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but yeah, let's talk about that now, since we're talking about it. Basically, Bob is asking for 2,000 to be added to the Mackey PO to cover costs of, do you want to explain that, Mary? Or do you think you
Yeah,
already did?
so and that's just kind of a general fund that we keep available for trail improvements, bridge repair and whatnot. You know, we just recently funded the United Way Caring Day activity that was down in the Cowdrey, adding boardwalks in some wet areas to keep people on, you know, managed onto the trail. And then also there was a bridge down there that was in serious disrepair going over Mulpus Brook. And they ran short on, I think they got all of the bridge done for Mulpus Brook, but they ran short on the material for those catwalks. And it sounds like the Mackey allowed us to go over PO for the material for that United Way Caring Day, which, you know, they should not have done, but you know, that happens sometimes. So we need to cover the arrears, and I don't think they're significant arrears. And then the volunteers that have been helping out down there also estimated it was another slightly less than $300 worth of material to finish the proposed catwalks. So we expect that the $2,000 added back to the Mackey PO would cover the arrears, cover the new material, and leave roughly $1,500 there for upcoming work. And usually, as we go through the winter and into the spring, we come into, you know, a lot of extra repairs that need to happen with our bridges and walkways and whatnot.
Yeah, thank you for going over that, Mary. So I guess we're looking for a motion to approve $2,000 added to the Mackey PO.
So moved, Mike.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All right, roll call vote. Mary Wilson,
aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
Richard Bursch.
Should we amend the motion to state where the funds are coming from?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
And it's Timber Rights Fund.
Timber rights.
yep, so the motion is to move 2,000 from the Timber Rights Fund to the Mackey PO.
So moved.
Second,
Richard with the motion, Mary with the second. Roll call vote. Mary Wilson,
aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
Richard Bursch.
Aye, and that was Mike LaRouche that had made the motion.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That, okay. Sorry, Mike.
All right.
Mike made the motion.
I have many voices.
I for myself. Okay, so motion approved to move 2,000 to the Mackey PO from the Timber Rights Funds. Open space and land use, do you have any? Oh, no, that's under committee reports. But does anyone have any updates on open space and land use?
We met recently, but I don't have anything to report. It was a very quick meeting for open. space.
Okay. Hollis Road residents, do we have any updates on that? No?
Nothing on my end, Madam Chair.
Okay. Master Plan Steering Committee, Hetty is not here. Stormwater, we have not met since the last meeting. We're gonna meet next week, it looks like. And then, oh, but I missed the forest cutting plan.
Right.
Yes, this is, so I was trying to kind of figure this out. There's a forest cutting plan on Flat Hill Road. I spoke to Herlin a little bit about this earlier. I was hoping that she was gonna join because I couldn't get the full situation on this. She said that she uploaded something. And I meant to look,
Did she say
Um,
where?
I think she
Yes.
said SharePoint.
Uh,
I am gonna look. I don't, it
I
says there's
didn't
no
see
address.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in the meeting materials folder.
Yeah,
It's the
the
only
forest
place I
cutting
managed to
plan
look.
is on SharePoint, because I downloaded it quick just to review it.
Okay,
Where? Rich.
Honestly, I just typed in the word forest and it popped up.
I have 1083 Northfield Road. This looks like it's Flat Hill. Forest cutting plans. Oh yeah, Harlan Jamie. Modified 9 hours ago. All right. Am I still sharing or am I not sharing anymore?
Not sharing.
Nope.
I'm gonna share again. Maybe if it's gonna let me. There we go. Zoom is not my friend today. Okay. It just puts things wherever I don't want them. Like, where's the most annoying place to put this? That's where I'm gonna put it. Okay. So. So what I was told by Herlin is that a forest cutting plan, I'm not super familiar with these, and I would love a little bit of education from anybody who would like to provide it. It goes to DEP and gets approved through DEP. One of the foresters approves it, and then it comes to us for comment, and we get 10 days to comment. But typically by the time that we get it, the 10 days of comment period is over. So, proposed start date 10/1/2025. We are 15 days beyond that. So I'm just curious if anyone has any comments. That there's a wetland crossing here. A 20-foot length of crossing. Mitigation FRDR.
So the legend is at the bottom of the page, Jenny.
Oh, there we go.
So it
Frozen.
said frozen
and
and
dry.
dry is when they'll be using the crossing. So
Okay.
forest cutting plans under chapter, I think it's 132, are exempt from the Wetlands Protection Act, which means that we don't have authority over them, but we can comment on them.
Okay. Oh, and it's DCR, not DEP.
Correct.
Um,
Yes, it's DCR
okay.
and the forester.
And then it does seem like we typically don't receive it in time to comment. I don't know, have we typically commented on things like this in the past?
The forester is usual, and I don't know who it is currently, but when we've contacted the forester in the past, they're usually pretty receptive to our questions and comments and concerns.
It says Eric Lavanti. Yeah.
Is the harvester, is that the forester?
He's not he's not the state forester. He's
Oh.
the one that's gonna be doing the cutting. And most of the time, our biggest concerns tend to be with the use of the cutting exclusion to try and make sure that they're not using it to clear property for development and then getting around the need to file for a notice of intent.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. So does
I
it-
was,
right?
I was informed, and I can't remember how I got this information, this was a mandatory cut because it's 61B. And it has to be, the state requires every 10 years. So I don't think it's for what you mentioned, to get around an NOI.
Okay, I did see in here, where did I see it? That it was. Thought it said 61A. I could be losing my mind though. Where did it go? Stop me if you see it.
And I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think they're
61.
mandatory cuts, but they do, under 61, have to file a management plan for the property. So
Okay,
this may be part of their presented management plan when they filed for 61 tax exemption or tax status.
okay. Wait, and 61 is farming? Agricultural?
Yep, agricultural or forest land management, or just open space. I think there's 3 of them.
Okay. And this could be like something that they have to do like periodically in order to consider it agricultural?
Yeah, I've been, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've learned that the owner, in order to keep his tax status, has to let the land be logged periodically.
Okay. 66 acres, but it looks like. I just wanted to make sure I'm reading everything correctly, so. Is the 66 acres what's being logged, or is that the entire property?
I think the 66 acres is the entire parcel.
Okay, and then it looks like 30. Cutting standards, 30. WH is hardwood. Is that white pine hardwood? Is that what that means?
White pine is not hardwood.
What is WP? No, I guess WP hemlock, so that wouldn't be white pine. Oh yeah, WP is white pine, so definitely not. Okay,
Madam Chair, just a
Yes.
slight clarification, the parcel shows on the tax, deed as, 99. So I think the 66 is just the forest and, the forest harvesting area.
okay. Thank you, Mary. All right, so yeah, this is all new to me. So this is interesting. Okay, so. Chapter 61 management practices require amendment. Boundary policies, see attached.
Yeah, that's just how they have to maintain and blaze the boundary if it's over 50 acres.
Okay. And then trees to be cut, they have species. And then I'm guessing this is a caliper. Oh no, this is 9 foot to 24 foot. And then trees to be left are. Hold on, is that inches? Okay. And then 9 foot to 20 foot.
I think that's 9-inch to 24-inch DBH, which is diameter of breast height.
Okay, because this one it says foot, but then down below this is inches. So I made it big, see?
Yeah, it's just
I was
a,
thinking this is
I
I
caliper
suspect
maybe.
it's a typo too.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and it also showed there, Jenny, the amount that's going to be cleared from the property, and it looked like it was a 50-50 cut and 50-50 leave.
Okay. Okay, so I mean, there's not any action that we can take on this or that we would want to, I would say, but this is more, I just education for me. Does anyone have any questions about this or any more comments? Doesn't appear that we do. Okay, do we have any other comments on anything?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
we used to have a, conservation area, kind of updates and grant updates.
Oh yeah, where is
Um,
that?
Yeah, that's the fine print, right? But if I might, the update on the grant is that after talking to our consultant engineering firm, the project that we have left to do under that grant contract is improving the access road to the handicapped accessible wildlife viewing platform in the Cowdrey, and that's the portion that's comes off of Townsend Harbor Road. The consultant engineer, has advised that, with the way, it is right now, a lot of the road is basically bordering vegetative wetland. So he's recommending that we ask for an extension from the grant administrator. I'm in the process of writing that. The consultant engineer is going to send me a letter with a formal kind of request and outline his next steps, because we may have to reassess the plan that we had to make that wildlife viewing platform accessible to people that had mobility limitations. So that's just an update there. And then with regard to, well, does anybody have any questions about the grant? Okay. And then also, if I may, I just wanted to make certain people had visibility to down in the Lane and Lordstown Forest. We had last year some visibility that folks have been down there creating trails without permission. There's still other volunteers that are running into people and citing that there are even more new trails getting created down there. So that's a concern. We've not had anybody here asking for or proposing new trails. So and our land use regulations are very clear that there's to be no work to create new trails without permission from the Conservation Commission. So I think that you may want to talk to the town manager and or town attorney and figure out what you know what, if anything, we can do about that to try to keep that non-compliant activity from continuing to happen.
Definitely.
It's really a shame. We have so many really good volunteers out there that want to work with the commission. And for the most part, we, grant permission when those volunteers come to us with ideas of how to improve things. So it's sad and it's really a shame, but I wanted to make certain that folks were aware of that.
Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I need to reach out to Jen and our attorney Adam Costa about that. And thanks for putting it back on my radar because I actually forgot. So okay. Thank you for that. And I'm gonna get the grant updates added back because I feel like that's something we consistently have, and I'm not sure why why it's not there.
Oh, and Madam Chair, I forgot to make one other announcement about the grant. I had applied for reimbursement. We had, as of June, had accrued about $35,000 in invoices to our consultant engineer, and I applied for the reimbursement, and about 28,000 was reimbursed. Actually, I got confirmation from our town accountant today. And 7,000, you may recall, was being funded through ARPA grant money. So anyway, it's nice that we've actually, gotten at least what's been billed to date reimbursed.
Yeah, awesome. That is nice. Okay, thank you so much, Mary. Okay. Do you have any other comments on grants or?
I just have a question for the team or for the,
Yeah.
for our committee. Did anybody have trouble clicking on the link on the PDF agenda tonight? Because I had to type it in manually tonight. I couldn't click
I
on
had to
it.
type it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was, and I actually went in and edited the agenda before it got submitted and made it clickable.
Okay.
And I cleaned it up a bit and made it like a little bit bigger. And it's still somehow, I think that what's happening is it's getting converted to a PDF and the link isn't
Okay.
kept. So
Yeah.
I will try to make
Okay.
sure that,
Yeah, it was not for me, it was not a big deal. I just wanted to know if it was just me or not. That's all.
no, it's not just you. I actually had to go to another agenda and
Okay.
get the link because I
But
am way too lazy.
it might be a problem for, some members of the public that don't,
Yes.
aren't as proficient in tech as some of us are.
Yeah, no, it definitely needs to be clickable. So. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Chris. Then, yeah, I'll also send a message to Mike because it definitely was clickable the last time I looked at it on Thursday. And I don't know, I think it's just getting lost in translation when it gets uploaded. Okay, do we have any other comments? Anything from members of the commission? Okay. It is 7:50 PM. I think that we are ready for maybe a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Move. Second.
All right, Mary with the motion, and Richard with the second. Roll call vote. Mary Wilson,
Aye.
Richard Birsch,
Aye.
Mike LaRouche,
Aye.
Chris St. Germain,
Aye.
I for myself. That is the conclusion of the Lunenburg Conservation Commission, October 15th, 2025 meeting, concluding at 7:50 PM.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night. Thanks so much,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.